My dear friends, before diving into today's topic, let's pause and ask ourselves a question. Why do some people eat very little and still can't lose weight, while others seem to shed fat easily even when eating quite comfortably? The answer doesn't lie in calorie counting or workout hours. It lies deep inside the body in the way energy is regulated. For decades, science has claimed that weight loss is all about calories in, calories out. But now, groundbreaking research reveals a far more complex story. The human body is an intelligent machine capable of adjusting energy use through hormones, and insulin is the master key. When you truly understand insulin, you'll see why some people gain weight despite eating less, while others burn fat effortlessly. Today, we'll explore groundbreaking discoveries from one of the world's leading insulin experts, Professor Benjamin Bikman, known as the Insulin Doctor. He's a researcher at Brigham Young University in the US, who has spent years decoding how our bodies use energy, especially the role of ketones, a clean fuel that few truly understand. And here's a shocking truth that most people don't know. If you want to burn fat quickly, simply eating less and exercising more doesn't always work. In fact, this approach can backfire, slowing your metabolism and causing your body to store even more fat. The secret lies in something else: insulin. When insulin drops, your body flips a metabolic switch and enters a state called ketosis, where fat burns at a much faster rate than usual. So what exactly is ketosis? Imagine your body as a hybrid car. It has two fuel tanks, one for glucose, sugar, and another for fat. The glucose tank is small and runs out quickly, while the fat tank is massive, enough to power you for weeks or even months. But who decides which tank your body uses? The answer is insulin. When insulin is high, the fat tank is locked and you can only burn sugar. When insulin is low, that fat tank opens wide. Your body starts burning fat for fuel. This is why many people struggle to lose weight even with strict diets. They focus only on cutting calories, ignoring insulin. It's like driving a car and trying to go farther using only a tiny gas tank while a giant one sits locked beside you. The miracle happens when insulin stays low for about 16 hours, for example, through intermittent fasting or reducing refined carbs. At that point, your liver begins burning fat rapidly. At first, it uses this fat for itself, but soon it produces more than it needs. Instead of stopping, the liver transforms the excess fat into a special type of fuel called ketones. Ketones are the body's emergency energy source, created to keep the brain and body running when sugar is scarce. We often think the brain can only run on glucose, but in truth, the brain loves ketones. It actually performs more efficiently on them. Research has shown that Alzheimer's patients who couldn't even complete simple tests like drawing a clock suddenly improved once their brains received ketones. They could draw clearly, tie shoelaces, even dress themselves again. Ketones are truly super fuel for the brain. And that's not all. Studies from Professor Bikman's own lab found that when people are in ketosis, abdominal fat cells have a metabolic rate 3 times higher than normal. In other words, ketones don't just sharpen your mind, they help your fat cells burn faster. Many people wonder, is ketosis truly safe or just another fad? In reality, ketosis is a natural metabolic state, not a modern invention. Throughout evolution, our ancestors went through cycles of feasting and fasting. During fasting, their bodies learned to switch into fat-burning mode to survive, producing ketones to fuel the brain and body. Today, with food available 24/7, we rarely enter ketosis. The body has forgotten how to use its fat stores, relying almost entirely on glucose. This causes unstable energy, constant hunger, fatigue, and difficulty losing weight. Restoring your ability to use ketones is like reminding your body of its ancient survival instinct. If you've ever wondered why so many people lose belly fat quickly on the ketogenic diet, this is the answer. When ketones appear, they turn sluggish fat tissue into active, energy-burning cells, almost like muscle, boosting metabolism without intense exercise. Another hidden benefit, ketones protect muscle. Normally, when energy is scarce, the body breaks down muscle protein to create glucose for the brain. But with ketones, the brain relies less on sugar, allowing muscles to stay strong and preserved. This is why top athletes, from Tour de France cyclists to marathon champions, use ketones as a natural performance enhancer, increasing endurance without damaging muscle. So, is ketosis something only for scientists or athletes? Not at all. You can enter mild ketosis simply by fasting for 24 hours. In fact, our ancestors lived through cycles of eating and fasting for thousands of years. Ketosis was humanity's built-in survival mechanism. Therefore, ketosis isn't extreme at all. It's a natural state the body was designed to experience. But in today's world, with endless processed foods and sugar, our insulin levels remain high all day long. As a result, the fat tank stays locked. Even though you have mountains of stored energy, you still feel hungry and tired. That's why the old advice of eat less, move more rarely works long-term. The sustainable solution isn't mindless calorie restriction. It's learning how to lower insulin. When insulin drops, your body naturally unlocks its energy stores, burns fat for fuel, and controls hunger more easily. Once you realize that the key to lasting fat loss isn't eating less or exercising more but lowering insulin, the next big question is, how can we apply ketosis and the ketogenic diet safely and effectively? Professor Benjamin Bikman explains that most people trying to lose weight make the same mistake. They only focus on calories, cut portions, exercise excessively, and hope their bodies will burn fat. But in reality, this makes them hungrier, increases cravings, and ultimately causes failure. Scientific studies confirm this. A famous NIH study followed contestants from The Biggest Loser show. Most regained their weight, and worse, their metabolism slowed permanently. Their bodies learned to conserve energy, burning fewer calories even at rest. In contrast, when you focus on lowering insulin, your body finally unlocks its fat stores for fuel. You no longer have to fight hunger. Your body automatically feeds itself from stored fat. This is the natural, sustainable path to health. My friends, the human body is a miraculous machine designed to adapt and survive even in times of scarcity. But modern life has broken this balance. Constant sugar and refined carbs keep insulin high all day, leading to fatigue, obesity, aging, and disease. Ketosis isn't a miracle cure. It's a way to restore your natural rhythm, where the body burns fat effortlessly, the mind stays sharp, and energy flows all day long. When you control insulin, you don't just lose a few kilograms, you regain control of your life. No more cravings, no more dependence on sugar, no more midday crashes. Start simply. Avoid foods with barcodes. Eat real foods like meat, fish, eggs, and vegetables. Listen to your body and let it operate as it was meant to. You'll soon realize that weight loss is no longer a battle, but a journey of awakening your body's inner intelligence. And as you walk this path with patience, not only will your body change, but your mind, emotions, and future will shine brighter than ever before. If you found these insights helpful, don't hesitate to like and comment below the video. It helps us share this knowledge with more people who need it. Thank you for joining us, and see you in the next video, where we continue learning how to live healthier and happier together.